Hey there, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the topic of the brain-gut connection and how it affects women's mental health especially. This connection is something we're still learning a lot about, but there is clear research to help us to understand that our guts play a big role in how we feel mentally and emotionally. So let's break it down. Now, you might be thinking, what does my gut have to do with my mental health? Well, it turns out a lot more than you may actually think. You probably heard the saying, trust your gut. Well, it's not just an expression, it's science. Our gut and brain are closely connected through a system called the gut brain axis. So, that raises the question, what is the gut brain axis? Well, the gut brain axis is a complete communication network that links your gut and brain via the vagus nerve, which is a direct pathway that allows your gut to send signals to your brain and vice versa. The gut is actually home to millions, not, just a few, millions of neurons, which is why it's sometimes called our second brain. Here's something interesting and important to note. Your gut bacteria also produce neurotransmitters like serotonin, which of course is often referred to as the feel-good hormone. So in fact, 90% of serotonin in our body is produced by your gut. So if your gut health isn't on point, isn't in tip-top shape, it could be directly affecting your mood and mental well-being, leading to more depression, just all around feeling not happy and healthy. And also, it makes it harder for us to deal with issues when they arise because we don't have enough of that serotonin that kind of helps us to say, hey, everything's going to be all right. Let's bring it down. All of that is going back to our gut health. So, girl, this is why on this channel we talk about eating those fruits and veggies, getting them in, because that is going to strengthen your gut microbiome with prebiotics. Okay, so according to research from the Mayo Clinic, we're gonna quote from Mayo Clinic a lot in this one because Mayo Clinic is a great place for women's health research. So, according to the Mayo Clinic scientists, they found that the gut microbiome plays a key role in regulating brain function and emotional health. Their studies suggest that an imbalance in gut bacteria, known as dysbiosis, can contribute to mental health issues like anxiety and depression. This highlights how important it is to support the gut to maintain not just physical health, but also mental health as well. But it's not just about serotonin. The brain gut connection also involves your body's stress response. When you're stressed, your gut can respond by becoming inflamed or throwing off your gut microbiome balance. In turn, this can lead to digestive issues, bloating, constipation, and diarrhea. But it does not stop there. Stress can also trigger or worsen mental health issues, creating a vicious cycle between the brain and the gut. So here's my advice here. We all know life is getting more and more stressful by the day. So there are external factors that you're not going to be able to control, right? But what we can control is those internal factors and our body's resilience. So by eating your fruits and veggies, girl, guess what? You are strengthening your gut, which is going to strengthen your mental health, your mental alertness, and help you to deal with the anxiety and depression a lot better, okay? So for women, understanding this connection is especially important. Women are more likely than men to experience conditions like anxiety and depression, and some of this may be linked to hormonal fluctuations through the menstrual cycle. So it's the menstrual cycle, but also, let's face it, men do in themselves cause a lot of mental stress. So this is something that is also contributing to it. We have to deal with the men. But anyway, I digress. When hormones like estrogen fluctuate, it can also impact both the gut and the brain. This is why women often feel a significant change in mood during their periods. It's a combination of those hormonal changes and the gut responses. Now, if your gut is healthy, your uterus and all of your women's reproductive also have those similar microbiome biome composition. So if your gut is healthy, you're going to have a healthier uterus and fallopian tubes, ovaries, and all that jazz, which is going to also help to regulate your period. So you'll have, less severe periods, less symptoms, and less adverse events as well. Okay. So what can we do to support our brain gut connection? First and foremost, take care of your gut. That is what is really going to provide you with both physical and mental health. Eating a balanced diet that is rich in fiber, probiotics, prebiotics that can nourish your gut microbiome. These are going to include foods like leafy greens, whole grains, nuts. All of these things are very, very good. Making sure you're drinking enough water, certain fermented foods. Here at Work It Lady Podcast, I do encourage anti dairy in the diet, but you can have it in little bits. But most of us here have found that we benefit greatly when we're not eating dairy products. So if you're gonna do yogurts, use a plant-based option. And most importantly, eating your fruits and veggies. Those are prebiotics. And studies show that prebiotics are more good at actually nourishing your gut microbiome than even the probiotics. Okay. So next, stress management. Stress impacts the gut. So it is important to find ways to de-stress. Practice things that help you. Exercise actually will bring your stress down. It will reduce your cortisol levels. So get out there, walk, run, do fun activities, go for a swim, whatever you can do. Get out in nature and have friends. Make an effort to make some because it really does help, okay? Another study by the Mayo Clinic researchers have found that the role in probiotics in supporting gut health in turn improve mood and mental health. So what the study found was that probiotic supplementation significantly helped participants with conditions like depression and showed an enhancing the gut health had these positive impacts on well-being. So if you're struggling with mental health issues like anxiety or depression, your gut health, of course, could be, again, one of the main contributing factors, okay? So make sure that you get that addressed. So let's talk about the takeaways for today. The takeaway to understand, girl, is your brain and gut are connected. We learned about that vagus nerve pathway, okay? And when all that is out of balance, it is going to have some adverse effects on you, which is what we don't want, right? So for women, our hormonal shifts, our mental health challenges, and all these things could be negatively affecting our gut health. So we've got to be diligent about keeping those things in the ups and the ups, okay? We can do it. You can do it. So let's just stop there and please, 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 please do me a favor. If you found today's information helpful, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share this video with everyone you care about and the haters. Those are the main ones who need help. So go ahead and do that. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. Have you heard of this information before? What changes have you made regarding your gut health and how have they helped you? Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.